you have a line of credit and you have the Money Max, you have just put the line of credit on steroids because Money Max is unbeatable. And let me tell you, if you have a line of credit and you have Money Max, you're going to wipe through your debt so much faster than just if you're using the line of credit. Money Max is an interest eliminator. So where we are gaining cash flow, if we're using that line of credit correctly, Money Max is coming in and eliminating the interest at the same time. So it is crazy awesome, the two working together. But for you guys who cannot get a line of credit, Money Max will work for you if you have $1 of cash flow per month. That's what makes it so beautiful. I'm going to give you some examples of clients that I've actually worked with that could not get a line of credit and what it looked like when Money Max was used as their strategy alone without a line. If you've heard me talk before about my very first client that could not get a line of credit, my very first one, I panicked because I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy needs help and I have to figure this out for him. Well, I went out looking for something and I didn't even know what I was looking for, but I was praying about it. My husband was with me when I did the interview with this guy. He was in Texas, wouldn't you know? All of you are in Texas. But he had a 627 credit score. He had a 600 negative cash flow. Okay. I saw no way to help him. So there was no way he was getting into any kind of line of credit with the low credit score, the negative cash flow, and he had 26 years left on his mortgage. Well, it took me about 2 months, to be honest with you, to think, wait, maybe there's something else out there. So I started praying about this, and I'm not even sure how I don't even know how I found the Money Max guy. But I saw the link. I went through, I told him who I was. I said, I need help, and I'm hoping that you guys can help. So they took my client's numbers, ran them through the Money Max. And because he was paid on a bi-weekly pay schedule, right? Most people are weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. He was on a bi-weekly. Money Max was able to turn that negative into a positive. When they got done running his numbers, do you know that he went from that 26-year payoff on his mortgage to 8.7 years? And guess what? Hey guys, the Money Max team, you're not going to believe this, but I was doing a live last week and that guy jumped on my live and he was there in the chat. And I was so super excited. He was still so excited. And that's been way back in August of 23. So here he is today, still super excited about the Money Max. He's still on the schedule to that payoff date. And you know what? That's what's beautiful about the system is that you know when you're going to be out of date and it's a guaranteed product. So this isn't something they're playing with. They're not throwing numbers around. This guy, he's just one of the many, many clients that I have made the referral to the Money Max team because I knew that they could help these clients that cannot get the lines of credit. Now, that being said, if you have a mortgage or you don't have a mortgage, you can still use the Money Max. If you, of course, can't get the line of credit, but if you have one mortgage or 25 mortgages, Money Max can help you. So it's in general all around. As long as you have some cash flow, like I said, $1, I believe Rick told me, then guess what? And I'm sorry, back in the day when I only had $50 in cash flow a month, if I would have known about the Money Max, I would have jumped all into it. This isn't something that you buy into once and you're like, okay, I've paid off my debt. I guess we're done. No, this is, go buy another car, put it in the Money Max. If you buy another home, put it in the Money Max. I mean, it's a continual lifetime product, free upgrades, free coaching, training. The fantastic team that you see on here with Money Max that I introduced, we've had many come in since I introduced them. But, you know, we've got three main players with Money Max here, which is Rick, Trish, and Karen. And these three are just my main contacts. If I need anything, you know, these are the ones that know exactly what they're doing. They know how this process works when you're using this strategy of the Money Max. And, you know, Rick and Trish and Karen, any of you can answer this, but do you all get the same question I do every time of, yeah, but what does this cost? Right? And people, they throw that at me like I'm trying to sell something. And I get so tickled because I am not a salesman. And I don't care if people buy into this or if they turn around and walk away. This is your option to get out of debt. I don't need this option. I have the Money Max, but this isn't something that I'm looking to do. This is an option to show you guys what the Money Max can do. Trish, give me some examples. What do you hear when people come to the table when they're talking about what does this cost?
Well, I tell them, you know,
Really?
I have to discover what's going on with them, you know, with their finances to be able to determine where they really are on the scale. But yeah, I mean, we have to find out. We have to have a conversation with them, you know, 30, 40 minutes and find out what's really going on, find out what their goals are also, right? And then we can determine. We can't specifically tell them exactly the amount, but we can give them a ballpark.
Right.
And that's what I do.
So the point being that, and I'm going to use my, I call him my chosen son. He was in a 29-year mortgage, could not get a line of credit, just because of the same reasons we all, you know, have a credit score drop out. So I told him, I said, you know, I talked to him about the Money Max. I said, this is what I want you to do. Go get the personal analysis. It's absolutely free. You're going to know exactly what is going to happen for you with this system before you're ever talking about what it's going to cost you. So I said, go through it, see what they show you. So he has this, he's got over $258,000 in debt. He went for the analysis, and the 29-year mortgage came down to 5.2 years. Now, he was so excited. I can't remember what you said, Rick, that night. You wrote me that you was going to have to tie him down or something because he was
Yeah,
he was so excited.
he was very excited.
So I reached out to him and I said, how did the Money Max analysis go? And he was so excited he couldn't hardly talk on the phone because he said, I never dreamed this could even be possible. He's 33 years old. So before he's 40, according to the Money Max, he's going to be completely debt free.